Hi, welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. I'm about 6 months into private practice in a community where therapists tend to be really booked up. My clients often tell me that out of 20 phone calls they made, I'm the only person to have called back. With that in mind, now I'm getting pretty full myself. Yay! I'm not sure how to approach marketing and networking. On one hand, I don't want the flow of great clients I've had to stop and not have enough work. On the other hand, I don't want to market myself as an option to people and then create frustration if and when I can't keep taking new clients. Any thoughts? Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so before I answer, I would like to take a minute to thank TherapyNotes. TherapyNotes has sponsored Ask Allison for the last couple of years, and they are sponsoring us again for 2021. Their sponsorship allows us to make this a priority, and I just very much appreciate it. So if you are in the early stages of building your practice and you need a practice management system or EHR, I highly recommend TherapyNotes. If you're not loving your EHR or practice management system, they make it really easy to switch over to TherapyNotes, and you can actually get them on the telephone, which is not common. So they're great. You can get 2 months free if you use the promo code ABUNDANT at checkout. All right. So first, can we all agree that it is so hard for potential clients when they're finally ready to get into therapy and therapists don't call back? I think about friends or family members who I have talked to a million times about getting into therapy, and they're finally doing it, and then nobody returns their call. It is so demoralizing. So we'll revisit this in a second. I'm hearing two questions in this person's question. So there's how much to continue to market now that you have a steady flow of referrals, and then how to manage that flow when you no longer have space. Let's start with how to market now that you're getting full. Data is going to be the most important piece of this. So if you know where your clients are coming from, you can make a much more strategic plan around this. So for instance, you can tell your top referrers that you're full and then let them know when you have availability again. Or you can turn off an online listing or put not accepting new clients on all your marketing assets, like your website. So what I've done in the past is kept fairly quiet about the fact that I was full and then provided referrals to those that called me. The flow of clients then stayed very consistent. I also had a lot more time in my life at this point that I'm talking about, to where I could call everybody back. I could talk to them for a second and get a good idea of who would be a good fit for them and give a fantastic referral. And it felt good to do that. Now, if I was still in solo practice, I would likely make it known that I didn't have availability everywhere I could and provide referrals to the smaller number of people that would then call anyway. Having dedicated call people back time in your schedule is the absolute best way to make sure that you get back to people. So what you've created with the marketing, so the person that wrote this question, what you've created with your marketing, you've already done such a good job. And this is my goal for everyone. It's what we teach in the Abundance Party. I don't want you having to write blog posts or networking with new people for the rest of your career. At some point, you'll have created enough of a marketing machine with the marketing efforts that you've created that you can back way off of marketing. I went years without marketing before I moved because I had actual relationships with referrers. I had a reputation built up. And so I didn't have to work as hard to get clients in the door. I didn't actually have to do anything at all to get clients in the door. And that's what I want for all of you. That's what we teach in the party. So let's not let your peers be your models for how to do it when you're full. Not calling people back isn't good for anybody. And since you will get full, all of us will get full if we're marketing effectively. While you have the bandwidth, i.e. now, the best possible time to come up with your plan is right now, right? Like you've got a little bit more mental space than you're going to have when you're full. So we have a free worksheet we're going to link to in here that's going to accompany this, and we're going to lay out the different ways to handle it when you're full or near full. Now, if you aren't going to call people back because you're so short on time or you're full or you hate the phone, whatever. If you're not going to call people back, I want you to plaster that everywhere. I want it loud and clear on your voicemail, maybe twice. I want you to have an automatic email responder that says you're not accepting new clients, like maybe link to some trusted referral people. Also make sure it's on your online listings. Be so clear that you're not going to call people back because we don't want people waiting for you. Now, this is going to make it harder for you to get rolling again if you have some clients graduate from therapy at the same time. But that's okay. You just do more of what works before and you will be able to build back up. And it's better for you to be so clear that you're not going to call people back. It's better for potential clients who need help. There are some things that happen when you get full, as you may be seeing, that we don't always anticipate. We actually have a course in the Abundance Party called Full Practice New Problems. It could be really useful for you. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I'd like to have the problem where I have too many clients, we have a few options for you. The first is the Abundance Party at abundanceparty.com, where for $49 per month, you can learn everything you need to know to build a successful practice. We also have the Inner Circle if you want all the goodies for the party, plus individual consultation and group consultation. You can check that out at www.abundanceparty.com/inner circle. And if you just want to get your feet wet, you can check out our free training over at how to fill your practice without being salesy or spending money you don't have. That's at www.abundanceparty.com/fill, F-I-L-L. I'll link to all that and to the free worksheet that accompanies this to make it easier for you. If you have questions for Ask Allison, please DM me over on Instagram where I'm abundance_practice_building.